Should you hire a full-time video person for your marketing? Hello, my name is Anglin, and in my 12 years of working in video production and broadcasting, I've had a few stints where I've been hired on as a in-house videographer for the sole purpose of having video content be part of a business's marketing efforts. I have seen video content be part of successful marketing strategies, but I've also seen pitfalls where things struggle to get off the ground. In this video, I'll be going over 5 things that will help you decide if bringing in a video person is right for your business and how you can better set them up for success. When you're looking to hire a video person to join your marketing team, the first thing you need to do is establish what your vision is for that video content. Are you going to focus on short-form social media posts? Are you going to make ads for streaming or TV? Or are you going to make more long-form content discussing products and services you provide to improve your inbound leads? The reason knowing what you've envisioned is important is that it allows you to identify what kind of videographer you want to hire and where you want your videographer's energy focused. It helps you understand what skills and experience to look for during the hiring process. Do you want more of a production-focused video person who excels in camera operation and audio recording, or does having someone with more animation and motion graphics experience fit your needs better? It's not uncommon for video professionals to be jack of all trades, but there is still a tendency for them to excel at one element and be a bit weaker in others. Knowing exactly what you want from your videographer will make a huge difference in how effectively they execute your vision. One of the biggest problems I have run into being the in-house video guy is structure. What tends to happen is a company will hire a video person, and given that they've never had one in-house before and video production isn't core to their business, they don't have the management structure necessary to make sure work is getting done in the most efficient way. Lack of direction, production bottlenecks, drawn-out approval processes, and scope creep on projects are all common symptoms that your business structure isn't set up properly to support video as part of your marketing efforts. Having clear roles in place to guide your videographer's priorities, their workflow, and streamlining their approval process goes a long way in making sure they can do their job and are able to successfully produce content. Which brings us to the next thing that all businesses need to provide to their videographers: support. If you're hiring one person to do all your video work, you are asking that person to wear a lot of hats. You're asking that person to be a director, a camera operator, an audio engineer, a lighting designer, an editor, a producer, a graphics designer, and in my experience, responsibilities would get extended beyond that. Scriptwriter, publisher, content manager, social media manager, data analyst, and much, much more. In many production houses, all those tasks would be delegated among a larger team, but in my experience, all those responsibilities are consolidated, and as a result, your one-man band videographer can get bogged down and overwhelmed as projects start to stack up. A good way to alleviate this is to have other members of your team help with video production efforts. Subject matter experts make for great content writers, and script editors, sales and customer service reps can often make good on-camera or voiceover talent, and having the latest new hire or intern lend a hand as a production assistant is a great way to get them integrated into your company's culture. I have found that getting subject matter experts involved, especially in content writing and as on-camera talent, helps immensely, allowing me to focus on making the best video possible, while the SMEs help give everything an authoritative voice. Now, the barrier to entry on video production has never been easier to clear, but if you're hiring a video professional to do this work, you obviously have greater demands than having them just shoot, edit, and publish from a smartphone. The cost of production equipment, computer hardware, and different software can stack up very quickly, and many businesses can be very wary about sinking too much money into something that they're not even sure they will pay off. Going back to our earlier points such as vision and support, it's important to take some time to set up your expectations of your videographer and listen to what their needs are to meet them. Often when I'm starting at a place from scratch, I would create an equipment budget where I would lay out everything I think the company needs to hit the ground running. Sometimes I'll end up making 2 budgets, the first being a big wish list and the second being the essentials. One thing you don't want to skimp on is computer hardware. In many instances, I've been stuck working with aging workstations that don't have the horsepower to render or encode projects efficiently. Basically, once the edit is done, the rest of my workday was finished while the little CPU and GPU that could tried to crank out an export. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your company's money, but it is important to keep in mind if you're going to be investing in bringing in a full-time videographer, you'll want to set them up to succeed. The most important thing you're going to need is patience. Hiring a videographer and acting like you have a full-on production house and all the videos they're going to make are going to be viral sensations is optimistic at best and delusional at worst. We operate in a very saturated and complicated online digital media space now, where standing out is hard, platform algorithms are fickle, and trends are unpredictable. After first hiring someone to bring video production in-house, what you should really do is begin laying the foundation, letting them experiment with the kind of content they make. I know us video people can be overly creative with our ideas, and I'm not saying we shouldn't be reined in when we start to get weird. But you don't know what's going to be successful until you've put the content out there, and if you keep overthinking the content or just try copying what everybody else does, you're never going to see your efforts build momentum. Let your videographer get into a rhythm, iterate on content over time, and when you finally do see the traction you desire, take a close look at what is resonating and see how you can capitalize on it. These are just a handful of things I've picked up on in my experience as an in-house videographer, and not every experience is the same. But I do think these things can really make or break whether your investment in video as part of your marketing strategy pays off. But tell me what you think. What things should businesses consider before hiring a videographer, and do you think it's a route worth pursuing? I'm Anglin, and I'll see you guys next time.